I'm Mike Golick Jr. with South Bend native Kintae Lark. He's seen a lot of hardship in his life. Domestic violence and homelessness were a part of his childhood. However, he refused to let that define him, and after earning 2 degrees, Kintae opened a small business in downtown South Bend called Inspiration Barber Salon. He's coined himself as the Barbmatologist because his business crosses barbering and cosmetology borders. Kintae has also served as a youth pastor for more than 17 years, providing free haircuts to those in need, and was named a South Bend Hometown Hero in 2015. Kintae, welcome to Notre Dame Day, and before we get to what you're doing here, I want to talk to you about your community outreach. I hear you have a really unique approach to warding off violence in the streets. Tell me about that.
Well, I feel like this. Hello, everyone. We live in a day and time where you have some things that are functional, certain things that are dysfunctional. And we don't ask as individuals, where we're born. We don't ask a lot of things in life. Sometimes they can come at us, whether it's domestic violence, whether it's abuse or poverty or whatever. And I believe that there's inroads. I believe that life will try to dictate to us what takes place in our, what takes place. However, we have the ability within us to fight back, and we fight back through being functional. So ways that I ward off violence, a lot of times people look at violence as a problem. Violence is not a problem. Violence is a symptom. So what causes the violence? We have to look at it. How do we build stronger families? How do we better educate our young people? How do we bring more financial literacy to our community? And so those are some angles that we come at. So when people come to the barber shop and they sit down in a chair, we put the cape on them, they're just anybody else. It's not about position. It's not about status. It's all about this is a person who needs a service. And in the midst of the service, conversation takes place. In the midst of conversation, we make the magic happen.
And now tell us how you use these haircuts and barbering to reach these young people and teach them a lot about life and these life lessons.
Well, the good thing about what we do is people like looking good. Whether we're doing good as a country or whether our country is in the midst of a recession, people will stay looking good. As it relates to young people, it's all about image and it's all about style. So while you have a lot of young people that may be running away from school in many cases, or maybe they don't want to sit down with a counselor or a therapist, they come and they pay to be in my presence. That's how that works. And so when they sit in the chair, I'm able to put a lot of graphic work into it, give them a nice fade, nice shape up, and they appreciate that. And so with those type of services, that's how we begin the process. In the meantime, we have a motive. What is that motive? How can we get these young people productive? How can we get them thinking about life, their education, their future, maybe their family? And so we put those nuggets in there. A lot of times we hire young people off the streets, pay them $5, $10 to sweep up some hair, maybe $15. And in the midst of it, a lot of them are able to sit down in a healthy environment of a barbershop and hear the conversation and hear about life and also get input sometimes from some of the clients that may be in a barbershop at the time.
All right, Kintae, now for the big show here. Tell me what your vision for today's haircut is and how you came up with it.
Okay. Well, for today's haircut, we're on Notre Dame campus. Awesome Notre Dame. Hoorah. And since Notre Dame is the Fighting Irish, what we want to do is we have a Fighting Irish inspired haircut. What we're going to do, Pete here, he has a mohawk style. He's going to keep it natural up top. So what we're going to do is we're going to work the Irish logo on the side, the spelling of the Irish, and then also on the other side we're going to work portions of the leprechaun. That's how we're going to work it, and so that's how we're going to hook it up here today. And as it relates to, this is some of the creativity. When people can see, hey, we can be creative, they like it. That's actually why my wife and I, we also launched a school. We have Inspiration Barber Salon located downtown South Bend. We also have Inspiration School of Beauty Culture. At the School of Beauty Culture, it's more than just talk. What we're doing is we're empowering students to get their license and also showing them how to use this as a stage to further reach out into the community and also to reach their goals and their dreams.
All right, and we've got Pete Mokwuah here from the Notre Dame football team. Pete, how you feeling right now? A little nervous going into this?
A little bit, but we'll see how it goes.
I think you're in good hands right here going forward. Kintae, we really appreciate it. And make sure you tune in to the next hour to see what Pete looks like with his new Notre Dame theme haircut.